Now that you verified you don't have any leaks, we're going to hook these brackets back up before we start the engine. We just don't want these pressure lines just dancing in the wind here. You will kind of mangle these as you put them back together. That's just kind of how it goes. Alright, just go up and over. And bend it back in place. Alright, before we cinch that one down, we'll get the back one in. Same thing, up and under. Nothing to it, easy peasy. Pair of pliers, encourage them to get back in their home. And hear the clip there. There you go. Now that your holes are lined up, you get your bolts back in. And I get your back one in. Okay, we're going to check the fluid. I think we're just about there. And we are, and I just want to show you, and I cannot stress enough, that is cold fill right there. You know, when we get this hot, we'll check it again, and it'll match up here because all the rules of tranny fluid apply here as far as being hot, check cold levels. Alright, we're going to get the vehicle on the ground, and we'll do the first start. Okay, now that we've double checked everything, we're going to go ahead and start it for the first time after the new pump's been installed. Hit it! Now we're going to let that new pump idle until pretty much to work some bubbles out. We don't want to put any pressure on the steering for about 2 to 3 minutes. Let the pump just do its job under the lightest load possible. So we'll come back and check this here in a couple minutes. Okay, go ahead and shut it off. Now if you do spill a little bit of fluid, don't be alarmed if it's smoking a little. When that kind of thing happens, I just start it up and then let it smoke a little and then start it back up. You know, I don't normally just let it run out and burn through, and you know, I just do this in steps and it seems to work much better. But yeah, if you spill a little fluid, expect a little smoke. It's just kind of how it goes. Well, when the Subi's done smoking, we'll start her up again, huh? What you're looking at is the actual temperature of the fluid coming out of the power steering pump. And that way we can check it and make sure if it's really hot, we don't get an inaccurate read. Okay, turn the wheel slowly. Okay, stop, go back the other way. They don't go all the way to the end, but just right before it. Okay, return to 0. Okay. Okay, go a little farther this time. Okay, go. Don't do that. Okay, go the other way. Definitely a lot smoother than the other pump, that's for sure. Alright folks, we're going to leave this overnight. We'll check it in the morning, we'll check it for leaks, and other than that, this one's a wrap. Okay, we've given it 24 hours, everything looks good. I put a piece of paper here last night to verify that I had no leaks here, because the first pump I installed actually was leaking here because this was not milled right. Great, this one works good. No leaks on the return line. And we're also going to take a quick peek-see in here, but everything looks good. About ready to move on, put the front cover back on, and basically wrap this up, send it out the door. That's what we do, keep the cabin's prayer and restoration. And I did have to roll this back in a little bit so it wasn't chafing the belt while we were running without the covers. There we go. About 15, 25 foot-pounds there. We're doing Subaru specs today. This one I put 35 on. And the last bolt of the entire project.
Not here. Where is it at? Oh, there it is.
I don't lose parts.
Sure.
That's the first lesson of being a tech. You don't lose parts. Yeah, these sheet metal pieces can bend on you, so if you have to finesse them a little, it's alright. Just make sure they don't get into the belt drive, that's all. Alright, that completes the install. Now we're going to check the fluid one last time. You know it's going to be a little low because we did go lock to lock last night, did fill the system back up. We did not overfill it, and I cannot stress enough, do not overfill on this job. You'll be hating life if you do. You overfill it, builds pressure, there's no relief here, and boom, blow the front seal. Okay, I'll show a picture now because the picture comes up a lot better than the camera does, but that's about where we're at. We got a touch on the dipstick, but not much. But again, we do not want to overfill it. And you want to do this cold. There is a hot check, but depending on where you live, you may not get it up to temperature, and again, you'll overfill it if you go that method. Do this cold. And we're just going to add a tiny bit at a time until we get it where we want it. And that should probably do it because this thing didn't need that much. Alright, full cold. Alright folks, as you can see, Subaru's running good again. Power steering leaks are under control. It's quiet. Fluid's perfect, right on level. We're going to send this thing out the door. We hope you enjoyed the power steering pump series. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.